say,
top Billin. All right, villains, the potential of your man Tory Horton blows my mind. This kid is a natural. He's definitely going to be a viable piece in the future, and that's on a team that has Jackson Smith and Jigba on it, who I think is going to be one of the upper echelon wide receivers in the league. Man, Cooper Kupp is on this team. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Come on now. These boys have some dudes already, and you're adding this dude into the mix. What are we doing here? Check this out. Look at this out route right here. Bang. Right there. Birth the baby. Hands, natural hands catcher with this kid, right? You like to see that, right? Natural hands catcher. And I like his style. Able to vary the rhythm and timing of it. It doesn't look like he's running that fast. He's like a long strider. And what you get here is somebody who's able to replicate on each route the beginning of it, right? So you don't know what's what, right? Sell, no tell. That's what I call that, right? He's selling the route with no tell in it. This looking like it might be vert to the very last end. This is why he gets a pass interference from the cornerback right here, right? That man's thinking like, shit, this might be a post. It might be anything. He's thinking in his mind, oh, shit. What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? This looks good, right? Bang that bad boy to the outside. My man's right here reaching. And when you reach out, teach you. You know the old adage, right? He's caught all out of sorts here. He has to just grab, right? Hands to the face, hands to the shoulder pads and everything. But look at the strength to fight that off. And this is cat, I don't think is even 200 pounds at 6'2". So he's kind of a gangly cat, but he's physical and everything. Look at the Dr. Fauci style separation on this transition right here. Come on, man. What are we doing here? And look at that. Running down, flat with it. Extending those hands, good throw by Drew Lock right there. Able to get both feet in. What are we doing here? First down. Everybody first down. Yeah. The whole squad first down and with him, man. Let's see that one more time, full speed. Keep it playing. Ooh, nasty transition. Yako plucked that bad boy out of the sky. First down. I like this drawing right here. Under center, 12 personnel. You still get a 2x2. Too tight set here with your boy Arroyo kind of stacked back off the line. And then up top here you get Tory Horton. So what you're going to get initially looks like it's going to be a deep dig, but then it's converted to an over because of scramble rules here. Now, if you look at Drew Lock on this one right here, I believe when he came out of this dig, if he was chaining through his progressions correctly, he could have hit him right away, right? He could have hit him around this particular spot right here. But he doesn't necessarily see it. Sometimes I don't think he sees the full feel, but that's just me there. But you can see for yourself right here, he definitely was going to be open here. Back to the basket, play action fake. Yako put that in the ball in the belly of the beast. Right there, could have hit him. You saw he was about to pump that bad boy, thought better of it or worse of it, right? And then leads him out of bounds, right? Not a good play by Drew Lock, but I like the fact that, right, he's coming out of this right here. He could have been open. You see it right there. Drew Lock, he's damn launch it. Look. You look over here, right? If that's your first read you want to see, go to your secondary read. Launch. I don't understand what's going on here. And he could have launched and brought him forward, right? Maybe feathered this, brought him forward, and let him sit it down. But I'm not sure what he saw on this one right here. But he continues to run. So you can see the FBI, the football intelligence with Tory Horton. And right there, able to get some depth. You saw how he was coming this way and then started back this way instead of running straight. Now, he's trying to give Drew Lock a little bit more time, try to buy him a little bit more time, but Drew Lock still late on the throw, even on this. Had to wait till he kind of seen it, and he threw it way out of bounds. Like, if you can see it from here. Like, you can see, man, had he started the throw right now, it's an anticipatory throw. You can see the way he's leaning. Start to throw it right now, and you give yourself a little bit of room for him to perhaps catch the ball in the field of play. Nah, he's way too late with it, and you can see where the ball goes. All right, look, he was still dragging them toes. Look at that. Getting his Michael on right there. Still dragging them toes right there, but nah, Drew Lock threw it way too far out of bounds there. But good play by him. Well, I sat here and watched every rep of Tory Horton. Just Tory Horton himself. Went back and watching it because I want to see if he's going to be able to force himself on the field. And to be able to force yourself on the field in a Clint Kubiak offense, you know what you have to do? Besides being a good route runner and having hands and all that, you need to be able to block, and you must be willing to block. Tory Horton is a very willing and able blocker, and he's one of these dudes. Let's be real here. Bull is a problem. Like every rep, he wants to get after it. Check this out right here. Right, you can see him on the block. You see him really getting after it, and then look. Right, same kind of deal right here. He's going to cause a lot of problems like that because he's going to continue to block people, and he ain't going back down or nothing. I mean, he had like 5 of these, just like this in this game. Right, he's coming out on the stalk block. Right, pinning inside. Right, really trusting. Right, I always wanted for them dudes on these stalk blocks though. They run it back, run up the back, or run up down their ankles and Achilles and all that. Right, you just really gotta have faith in your people right there. But you can see him right there really getting after it. Right. He's going to really get after that bad boy, hold his block, and then why you push the ball? Bang, right there. Bang, sternum buster right there, boy. You can see right there that shit went all right. Instant bubble guts, right? A sternum buster into instant bubble guts, and he getting mad right here. Dang, he shot the joint way. He misjudged the distance. He misjudged the distance of the punch right here. He barely got anything going. That's what happens when you have bubble gum. They both talking about it too, right? Listen, that's just what you got to do. I don't know if people understand this. It's like an unwritten rule, right? There's an unwritten rule that you shouldn't be jumping on the ground twerking, right, when you catch the ball, right, which we'll get to here in a second here. And also, when blocking engagements goes, man, we're going at it. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal, but, you know what I'm saying, we still going to get after it, and we might even, you know what I'm saying, jostle a little bit. You know what I mean? It just is. It's just an unwritten rule. I don't know what to tell you. You think I'm playing? Look, he's on a safety this time. My boy Isaiah pulled him out. Look, bang, right there. Look at they going at it, right? Even he got to do something, right? He got to do something, right? Your boy's a problem. The problem right here. Look, bang, right? Getting into his chest and everything like that. That physicality alone right there, man. I'm telling you, he's forcing his way on the field very quickly. Very quickly. And give you a little something for your troubles right there, man. A little push, right? Got it. He's like, what got it? What got it? With Tory Horton, there will be no catching the ball and twerking on the ground. That's not going to happen. Like I said before, Bull's a problem. He's a roughneck type, and he can run routes. Think about that. You're going to get what amounts to that triangle and one right here between these guys. So you're going to get that zone coverage, right? He sits it down, right? He hitches it out, sits it down, and what is his first thought? He don't care who's around him. Look at that. Who's around him, it does not matter. He's getting vert. And that's smooth. That was real smooth right there. When you don't fear anything, right? When there's no fear there, you're able to just play loose. Look at that. Bing, right? Causes a 2-car pileup. Dang, that was bad. He caused a legitimate 2-car pileup. Look at it coming off right here. Hitches it out. And look. Boom, and he's not scared. The 2-car pileup happens, and man, look at the linebacker right here. It's like a tie-out, right? Damn. Look at he made him he break danced his way up off the field right there, right? He landed right on his dome piece, and look at him. He coming in through and just spinning off a tackle, a would-be tackler. Come on, this is a perfect addition to a team like that just needs to get more physical on offense. Let's be real here. Seattle needed to get more physical on offense, and they brought in more physical players. And they let go of some guys who were a little bit more finesse. So whether that be, on the line of scrimmage or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Seattle is going to look a lot more like my Baltimore Ravens, right? The Baltimore Ravens of the Pacific Northwest. Right? You know how they get down in Baltimore? That team represents that city. And I'm here to tell you as somebody who lived there before, if you want to play that type of ball, you're going to have those type of players. And I believe that Seattle did everything in their best interest to get those type of players. Even though this really doesn't go anywhere, you can tell he's trying to fight for every inch, right? No diddy. Look at this. Sits it down, another hitch, and then look at him trying to get vert up the field. Right? Good defense by the Las Vegas Raiders there. But he's sitting, right? He's sitting, floating the zone here. Makes one guy miss, and then immediately sticks that foot in the ground and tries to get upfield. I think he needs to change his cleat. Right? Or his cleats, or he needs to get used to that Seattle Seahawks feel. He slipped quite a few times coming out of his transitions in a lot of the reps that I watched here. He could be even better. But we see right here, right, protects the ball in this situation right here. Protects the ball, able to protect himself, gather, make someone miss, stick their hand in the ground. Devin White, Look at that. Devin White coming over. Bang. Devin White and Jamal Adams, right? It's like a reclamation project team. You could definitely tell it's camp. There was some miscommunication with Tory Horton and Drew Lock. On this one, you can tell Drew Lock wanted to fade it. You see this right here? He throws a fade. Horton keep running upfield. Right? Horton keeps running upfield, right? Or he kept running upfield. And you can see what Drew Lock saw right here. I have to put this one on Horton because if you see the leverage, your man's giving up, right? He's an inside leverage. The guy is on the outside of him. There's no way he would be able to combat this. Tory Horton looking for the home run. Drew Lock doing a good job looking for the first down, continue to move the chain. So if he was to stop right here and fade this out, there's a 0% chance the guy will be able to stop and get over there. As you can see, he was nowhere near being able to get over there, even though he did stop. Now here's where it can get a little bit murky. The way Horton runs this, he almost runs this like a corner route. I'm not sure if he was supposed to bang maybe more of a 45-degree angle, run that bad boy flat like this, like an out route. But there's something lost in transition here, and you can see this forces Drew Lock. It forces his hand. Now, if you say like he rounded this off, if he was running an out route, he rounded this off. If it's a corner route, you know what I'm saying, or something ran almost like a sail route, then he did his job, and it was Drew Lock's fault. Because you can see right here with them long-ass strides, and in this transition, really not that good of a transition because it makes him round it off. But if he's intentionally having to round it off, so I don't know. I would love for to actually know which route he was running on this one right here because he drifts upfield. So if you're Drew Lock and it's your fault, obviously Drew Lock's supposed to be throwing it around here. Drew Lock throws it more like right here. There's a huge difference there. So that's why I get these things worked out in camp because obviously they'll be in film session and Horton and Drew Lock will be able to talk that out with, of course, the offensive coordinator and the coaches and the staff and the position coaches there. So I don't know. I can't place the blame on somebody that I can't tell because that route looks very ambiguous to me. But what's not ambiguous is this guy's going to be a success. I can truly see that there. He went into a perfect situation, too, because there's nothing promised about a Marquez Valdez-Scantling or not even really a Cooper Kupp, right, who's seen a little bit of decline because of his injuries, although we know he's talented as shit, right? Cooper Kupp is that dude. You talking about running some crisp routes. Watch Cooper Kupp run routes. I can't wait to watch Cooper Kupp run routes. But he's able to learn from veterans like that and have a chance to unseat them rather quickly if he continues to play like this. So that's just my thoughts on that there. Make sure you keep it locked to your boy right here, right? The OG of this, right? You know what I mean? A guy who was doing this shit when you had people who would be coming to my channel commenting on my videos, and then you look around and see like, damn, these dudes are straight up copying me, right? I'm talking about years ago, copying, coming on my video, then I seem like, damn, these dudes are trying to do every single thing that I do. I mean, so give your boy credit for that, man. I brought a lot of people to this Seattle market. When I first started doing it, people were saying how there was a dearth of people covering Seattle. Now I know a whole bunch of dudes who hit me up privately, right, that we had, you know what I'm saying, some knockdown dragouts because they told me that they want to copy me and shit like that. So at least give your boy credit for that, all right? But with that being said, man, much love to all my villains. Make sure you support quality content when you see it, for sure, man. Especially if it's coming from your boy and you know I put in that work and I got people biting my style and biting with everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tip your waiter because you know I be serving that hibachi, man. Salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.